What makes us human? Our brains. They let us build cities, compose music, and send robots to other planets. For years, scientists searched for what makes our brains unique. The answer? A tiny piece of DNA code. Imagine our DNA as a library of instructions. Most are similar to our animal relatives. But hidden in that library is a short, special note, just 442 letters long. This tiny instruction may have supercharged our brains, letting us ask big questions and dream about the future. It's like a secret switch flipped millions of years ago, sparking a chain reaction. Our brains became bigger, more complex, and more powerful. Every thought, conversation, or problem you solve is powered by this network, possibly thanks to this small DNA change. Let's explore this mysterious sequence, how it was found, and what it does. This is the story of the code that helped shape humanity. It's about evolution, discovery, and the science behind who we are. Get ready to dive into the blueprint of humanity. The wonders inside us are just beginning to be revealed. How did scientists find this genetic needle in a haystack? They compared human DNA to that of chimpanzees and other primates, searching for key differences. Most of our DNA is nearly identical to a chimp's, about 98%. But in the small 2% difference, they found something remarkable. A region of our DNA had changed rapidly in humans, while staying almost the same in other animals for millions of years. This section was named Human Accelerated Region 1, or HAR1. HAR1 contains the 442-letter code that may have powered our brain's leap. In chickens and chimps, this code barely changed for 300 million years. But in humans, it evolved quickly. A burst of genetic creativity. This was a huge breakthrough, a clue to how our brains became so advanced. The rapid change suggested HR1 was under intense evolutionary pressure. Scientists realized this tiny sequence was likely crucial to human intelligence. It was a spark that may have ignited a revolution in our minds. The search for what makes us unique led straight to this code. Sometimes the smallest clues have the biggest impact, and this one changed everything. What does this tiny code do? It doesn't build a protein. Instead, it creates a special RNA molecule. Think of this RNA as a foreman on a construction site, the developing brain. It guides other cells, organizing the building of the brain's cortex, the wrinkly outer layer responsible for complex thought. During development, this RNA is especially active, directing architect-like cells to lay out the brain's blueprint. The result? A well-organized cortex with more connections between neurons, more processing power. This upgrade lets us think creatively, learn languages, and feel complex emotions. Without this code, brain development could go wrong. Problems in HR1 may even be linked to certain brain disorders. Our ability to create, solve, and imagine may all trace back to this tiny RNA molecule. It's the master conductor of our brain's symphony. A small code, a huge impact. The discovery of HR1 is a genetic detective story. By comparing DNA across species, scientists found regions that barely changed for millions of years, except in humans. HR1 was highly conserved in animals, but in humans, it had 18 differences from chimps, a huge leap in a short time. This rapid evolution happened just as our ancestors' brains began to grow. The timing was perfect. HAR1's change matched our brain's upgrade. This showed we're not just slightly different from our primate cousins. Tiny, targeted DNA changes set us on a new path. HAR1 proved that small tweaks can have massive consequences. Human uniqueness isn't magic, it's evolution, written in our genes. Finding HAR1 opened a new way to understand our story. Our DNA holds the diary of our evolution. What does this discovery mean for our future? Understanding HR1 could help us treat brain diseases like schizophrenia and Alzheimer's. It might inspire smarter artificial intelligence as we learn how nature built the ultimate learning machine. Most importantly, it changes how we see ourselves. Our intelligence and creativity are tied to a tiny piece of genetic heritage. We're part of a grand evolutionary story, shaped by millions of years of change. The journey to understand the brain is just beginning. HR1 is one piece of a vast puzzle, but a crucial one. Big changes can come from small beginnings. The story of the human brain is still being written, and the best is yet to come.